All right, my square toppers, today is an exciting day. Well, why is that? Because we get to use the trout magnet. Not only are we going to use the trout magnet to catch fish, we're also going to be using a little bit of urban fishing tactics, right? Getting outdoors, getting off the couch, that's what matters the most. It's going to be cheap, it's going to be effective, and it's going to be a little specialty here in Texas, something we only get a few months out of the year. That's going to be some rainbow trout. So let's get moving. All right, guys, so little did y'all know we're going to be fishing with Keebler fudge stripes. No, I'm just joking. I'm using the Power Bait by Berkley. As you can tell, I've used this quite a bit. This will last you for a long time, guys. Well, it should. And then secondly, like I said, we're going to be using the Trout Magnet kit. This is the big 152-piece kit. It is loaded. If you can't catch fish with this, guys, then you can't catch fish with anything, because it is a good thing. We're going to show you how to use it. All right, guys, so here it is. It's not the biggest, like I said, it's pretty small, but it's got my favorite fish in it. That's the delicious rainbow trout. There's one rising up already right over there. Here we go. Here's our first cast with the trout magnet for the morning. Just cast it out in the middle a little, let her settle, retrieve it in, just give it a little wiggle. That's all you got to do on these trout magnets, guys. And oh, well, that was my fault. I had one and it came off. But you see how quickly that works, guys? That quick, that pink just shining like a diamond in a goat. All right, let's go right back to that same little spot. Just a little head shake to it, guys. Just retrieve it in. All right, guys, we're gonna come in to where there's this flow of water coming in, getting that oxygenated water. We're gonna see how it goes. Oh, had a good hit, guys, missed it. It's sleeping over here. I don't know who's sleeping more, me or the fish. All right, guys, I'm seeing them right up over in that area. Let's see if we can get one to hit us. These guys are probably pressured. They've been fished all weekend long. They're really just short striking everything. There we go, guys. We got one. Little guy, but there he is on the trout magnet. All right, guys, when you're coming down with these trout, make sure you wet your hand if you're not going to keep them. He's a little guy, so we're not going to. We're going to let him go. First catch of the day, little bitty dude. Hooked him in the top of the mouth like these trout magnets usually do. We'll go ahead and release him. See you later, little guy. I know that there's bigger fish in here than him, guys. He's a pretty little one. So let's see if we can get another one. It's probably been, I don't know, probably 10 minutes of fishing here. Really doing a little more, less twitching and just kind of rolling it. And that's how we got him to hit. We might try and go back into that deeper water and see if we can't get us a bigger guy. Guys, I was talking to a guy that works for the county here, and he said that when he saw Texas Parks and Wildlife stock this thing, he saw a 2-pound trout coming out of here. Now, guys, if you know anything about trout, that's a big trout. There we go. We got one. We got one. Somebody said, hey, I am going to try this out. Oh, look at that. Give us a little pop action. All right, guys, second fish of the day. Not too bad. Gonna keep him. Ran the trout magnet for a good while. I've caught a few fish on it, but we're gonna go ahead and rig up our second way, and honestly, probably the most effective way on these little stalkers, especially when they're pressured up like this. That's gonna be pulling out our power bait, doing it that way. So guys, we're going with the size 10 hook here, Eagle Claw. Nothing too expensive, pretty cheap. I actually like to go a little cheaper, a little smaller than a 10. I like to usually run a 12. And on these guys that are real finicky like they are this morning, that 10 might be just a little bit too big for them. We're gonna have to be real patient. All right, guys, we got one on the power bait here, and he's a decent little guy. We will keep him. And we're gonna have to keep him anyways, guys, because he swallowed the hook. Like I was saying, this little dude swallowed the hook. He's definitely a keeper in these parts anyways. If he would stop squirming for just a second. We're gonna have to give him the old bonk. Got a belly full, I'm sure, from this weekend. Everybody coming out here. But as I was saying, guys, when you see it like that, the hook is gone. He has swallowed the hook. That's a dead fish. You're gonna have to keep him regardless. They're barely toying with it. Once you feel it in your line, there you go. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Yeah. Oh, he's a decent one. We'll keep him probably too. Third fish to keep. He swallowed the hook, as you can tell. So we'll be putting him in the ice chest. All right, 3 in the bucket. We'll take it so far. Let's catch another couple. Well, a good thing but a sad thing, guys. This might be our last cast of the day. We are at 4 fish limit here in Texas. Oh no, look at that, guys. I hooked on my cast my other rod. I guess things happen that way sometimes, especially when you leave other rods laying next to each other. All right, guys, reeling in number 5. It's gonna be it for us today. Yeah, little guy. Oh, little guy, but got a lot of fight left in him. Little, but he'll eat.